Live now, cause screw it. Wait. Okay, I'll just put that there. I wonder if StreamYard has an app. Maybe, maybe not. Um, hey, what's up, JP? Oh my God, did I use the right choice of buzzwords? Um, uh, Nice. 6 views already. Never knew my dad would just pops. Because why not? Maybe. Uh, um. Right then. So, how have you folks been? How have you folks been, eh? uh, how do I boost the volume of that? Pretty much. That goes by way too fast. Um, no. So, I guess the soundboard ain't much of a thing. Hello. Yes, I can. Welcome all the way up there in Singapore. So how have you folks been, eh? Let's uh let's start this zero up, eh? Starting now. I'm doing swell. Yourself, Brandon? I mean, albeit the older Bulldog. Well, who didn't say Bulldog had a time machine? And I have no idea what that was. Yeah, y'all can hear that, right? Just making sure. If no, the time machine is command center property only. From Sir Carmob. I mean, I remember my dad mentioning a few times that he wanted to have a soundboard, so just I'll show him it tomorrow, eh? Mm. Oh, oh, I don't want that. There we go. No, we're back in 1922. Yeah, see, I never thought I could bring all this technology to here. So I took the I took all of my computer stuff, went all the way to 1922, and then I mean, who knows? It was maybe I could have. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, happy birthday to Dipman's grandfather. You may be, however old there may be, he may still be 18 at heart. Hey, is the volume okay for you guys? Is it too loud or is it all right? Can you hear it well? Oh, so he's not 100, he's 99. Clever. Clever. No, you're not hearing anything? You cheeky liar. You can hear it. You cheeky liar. Same do I. But I but I have water. In a command center, we have a water cooler. So I have water for days. You sure? Hmm. Oh. That might be why. Okay. Hoi. Okay. Not sure if that's gonna fix anything or not. But oh, you lost weight by drinking water and got down to skinny when my seizure started. You sure it's not that you're drinking too much water? 'Cause you drinking a lot of water could possibly be affecting your neural system. Possibly. Um, so how can I? But y'all sure you can't like y'all sure you can't hear that or the like. Oh. So See ya. So, what the heck is... Okay, now I feel like a doof. So, I'm wondering if anyone is actually able to hear that. The sounds I'm playing. Or if I'm just wasting breath. um, because I'm doing all right. I'm just trying to figure. Hang on. Okay, so this here does seem to be recording my voice, which is good. Is good. Well, this took a big old turn. Jiminy crickets. I messed it up. Oof. So how would I... Hmm. Oh. Let's try that. Um, so, how are you guys doing so far? Y'all staying safe, I hope? That's good. Glad to hear it. Um, I'm doing swell. If you're kidding me. Um, I take it that'll be like this here. It's like a why you no work. So I'm like trying to get a soundboard. I appreciate it. I'm like trying to get the soundboard, because my dad was talking about it a lot. You want like a soundboard so he could make some random goofy sounds and whatever it is. He's woken me up many times over the soundboard. Well, not really a soundboard, just doing random nonsense. And so I'm like, why not? uh, so why? 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 Oh my god. Oh man. Why? I mean, it's goofy, so I suppose my dad will like it. I guess. To y'all who don't know what is trying to happen, I'm like trying to figure out what I can do about my dad's supposed soundboard thing, but I'm like trying to figure out how I can get the soundboard to pop up onto the because apparently that there's only playing to this, of which this freaking thing is starting to drive me nuts. Which it's going to this here, of which basically means that it's going to my speakers, not to my microphone, of which means that it's not going to be going to you guys. That's my hypothesis. So basically, what I'm hoping to do is I can get to the mic so that way you guys can hear it. Because, where would I put it? Because this is like my dad's soundboard ish, and it actually came with his microphone. So this is like the thing that had like the Chinese and stuff. Oh, guten Dame. I mean, I don't know. I'm like trying to figure out what kind of soundboard I want to put on. but this I'm like trying to. It's like, yeah, like this is like would be like a web-based soundboard that you wouldn't. It's like a web-based soundboard that is more or less, you're actually getting those sounds without having to download them. The problem is that it would take forever just to find one that you want. So by the time you want the sound, I mean, perhaps you can't hear that, but I do. And I am. It says install app. Oh, wait. No bugger. It's on freaking Google. Uh. Oh my god. All right. I'll install it just this once, and I'll just completely delete it. And I think I just got instant noped. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. um, unless I plug in Dad's nice mic into my computer. Unless I plug in his mic into my computer, I can make this work. Because that's specifically for a microphone. Then I can plug it in and into the microphone jack. And this here goes here. Uh, Y'all can hear me, right? Alright, man. Deuces. Um, okay. Y'all can hear that? All fine? Or is this microphone even working? Is this okay? So according to the StreamYard, this here is working, but according to the computer, it's not. So I think I'll trust. I mean, it's suspicious. It's strange for the computer not to pick up anything, but yet for the StreamYards to pick it up. Y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me, right? Yes, no, maybe. Oh, nice. That's cool. Wait a second. This is backfiring quick. I'd be doing swell. Well, since the soundboard's gone to crap, who wants to see me fail at a video game? Because we are gonna start booting some stuff up, eh? Um, mm, like what games would you want to see me play? Uh, would Beat Saber be copyrighted? Let's, let's look it up, eh? Nice. Oh, someone salty. Well, anyways, who here wants to see a video game of a Beat Saber? Oh, what happened was that some random guy who was salty and was just spamming chat. So I'm like, look at this salty guy. Look at him. He is salty. He is so cranky that we're making content and he's not. So the only content that he's making is him bashing other people's content. I don't get those kinds of people. I don't. I need no. You guys are viewing content, and yet you're not like the trolls who are like, oh, this guy is crap. You can't. What? What? Oh my god. Y'all can hear me better, right? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a salty one. We got a salty one. Prepare the pepper because we got a lot of salt. Uh-oh, we got a troll. We got someone who's salty. You know what we're gonna do, people? Hang on. Let's see what we can do about this guy. Boink, bump. That's what happens to salties. That is what happens. Oh, somebody's still cranky. I mean, I don't get it. Why is it that you're going out of your way, wasting your time, money? Well, money isn't assuming your internet, but yeah, your time and energy just to try and destroy other people's content. Why? Why? It doesn't make sense. But now it does. Because, you see, there are people who win, who are actually up there in the world, who make awesome stuff, sort of, maybe. Then there's the people who are getting by, but they're alright with their lives. There are some people who are getting by with their lives, but another salty one. Well, time out. Time out for that boy. Oh. Okay, numbnuts. So yeah, there are some people who just goes out to try and destroy content, like those people who decide to spam. It's like, why spend your time and money and energy to create these channels just to do that. Just to do that. They compliment me because that means I'm making something good. That means that I'm actually doing something. So, thank you, trolls. You're making me seem like an actual content creator. Hint, hint. If y'all can hear me, right? I think y'all can hear me. Because if you can't, I'm going to be upset. You know what, Austin? I'm just contemplating what I'm going to say. What I am going to say about trolls. It's trolls. They are a different kind of person, which I'm just going. But yeah, basically, what trolls are people who are so salty they can't even bother to make their own content. So they end up wanting to destroy others. But yet, if you get trolls in a way, that shows that you're actually starting to get famous. That means that you're actually getting somewhere in life. And people are wanting to destroy you. Like, for real. People like that see you as like a content creator. Well, my dad's the original true content creator. But the biggest issue is, I mean, Livewire gets the point. Livewire gets the point. It's true. Trolls, 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 trolls. They cannot make their own content. Their only content is hi Maglin. Is hang on. I'm going to demonstrate to you with MS Paint how trolls can make their content. Oh god, I'm gonna be mean. But you know what? It's going to be so worth it. So, let's get ready, people. Let's get ready to roast some trolls. Because, let's say I'm a troll, and I don't want to make, if I want to degrade other people's content. There's trolling for fun, that's messing around. Trolling as in a malicious act is not. It's not good. It's a troll. You're basically being toxic. But let's say I want to be a troll. I go to YouTube. Oh wait, I can't go to YouTube to do this here. I'm so dumb. I have to go GOOGLE. It'll be funny if you actually see it. .com. Okay. Let's just do it like this. Because I'm just gonna put myself in I'm just gonna be a dingus, and let's just see which one of my favorite content creators I could just. Oh, there's Dorkly, of which Dorkly, albeit he's famous, he's pretty funny. So let's take Dorkly's video and let's put it. Right here. So this is the Dorkly video. I'm gonna make a thumbnail of a troll making his own YouTube video. How can I make this into a fun? How can I make this so degrading that they're going to stop doing YouTube? I wonder. Oh, I know. Fake. Or not funny. Or you know, he would just go on and just do this. Like, and then he'd do like a rant talking about it, talking about some random video. But the biggest issue is that that's not what's going on. What's going on is that they're not really creating content. They're more or less making some random video and oh, how nice. But yeah, just the thing is that if you're going around being a troll and just degrading other people's content, you're not really the best. You're not really contributing to anyone. You're not really contributing to anyone's situation. I mean, I don't watch too much other people. I mean, this is mainly my dad's channel, and my mouse is gonna sleep. But when you're going around degrading other people's work, you're not really going to be showing yourself as the best of all things. If anything, people are not really going to appreciate you. It's because you should respect what other people do. And I think Pops is up. You should respect what other people do, whether or not they're better than you, worse than you, so, whatever. And it's kind of one thing I want to just put up, you know? But yeah, the biggest issue. I mean, yeah, I could be complaining about how trolls are going around day in, day out, and you'd be here till the week is over. But actually, I'm gonna actually be talking about a few things that's also been going on today. So I've been recently trying out some new mics. Right now, I actually am trying out the SteelSeries Aerox 3, of which I've been trying out a wide variety, of which I just got off a a razor mice. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend razor mice to anyone. Hey, what's up, Rage Talk? Just mainly on my experience. You know, it feels like Razer has a lot of things that they're over promoting. And this year you might need an example. This is how mainly I'm taking it. So yeah. And yeah, I might be calling myself a troll because in a way I am degrading something, but I'm not really choosing to degrade. I'm hoping that I'm more or less critiquing, like explaining what's going on. So Razer, if you guys don't know, Razer is it's a video game manufacturer company. Well, not really a video game thing. It's just they produce these mice, which is here super lightweight. I like lightweight. I like light mice. I like light mice. So let's go to Razer. I mean, I'm not a fan of their synapse. Absolutely not. And like, this is gonna turn into a rant video of like what's going on, like what's my opinion with Razer, and what Razer basically had been doing is they have this laser technology this year, an optical sensor. So how I believe it works, just gonna draw it out for y'all, is that this would be a laser emitter, and this would be like the sensor. Then here's the laser. It's hitting the sensor, and here would be the clicker or the paddle. And so what the paddle would do is that it would interrupt the sensor, which the sensor would be like, okay, I'm not receiving a signal anymore, so that's meaning there was a click. So let's, honestly, in my opinion, this whole thing with Razer having them with the optical thing, it's just no. That's not the sensor. Optical mouse switch. So, yeah, basically how it works is sort of like. So this would, I forgot to. So essentially, this would be the switch that your clicker or your paddle would be hitting, depressing. Actually, I heard something about that Livewire. I actually heard something about that. Actually, trust me, I will yawn whether or not I woke up or if I didn't wake up. But what happened is that what's happening is supposedly I'm just gonna hide it. So with the military, I heard that a few years ago that they're actually getting VR, of which, for reasons, if they can get as realistic as possible, you could end up making a realistic situation, making an actual situation without having to waste so much money because live test demos cost money. Not only that, like they're all they're resource intensive, and there's a chance that the recruit can die. Anyways, back on what this whole razor thing is gonna get on. I'll explain the whole thing in a minute, to my knowledge. And yeah, there's this thing of which I seriously have any doubt it. I seriously have any doubt that they just, like company A, company B, company C, company D, like they're not even willing to compare. That this is just hilarious because they don't even seem interested in naming the companies like Corsair or Steel Series. This is Steel Series, by the way. This mouse I have is Corsair. What? And they're basically not even going to bother talking about them. Oh, man. Because supposedly company A, company B, company C, company D are all in their imaginations. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't really see a difference. I mean, yeah, we're talking about milliseconds, of which basically, I mean, these are like gaming mice we're talking about. Gaming mice are essentially built for a lot more higher end, a lot more into the stronger market of people getting the best performance. Boy. And honestly, I have no idea why they didn't bother talking about how fast they are. So supposedly they say it's at 0.2 milliseconds. Let's go to Corsair. American Call of Duty. So true. Let's go and look at my mouse, which is this mouse. Of which actually 2000. I've of all the mice I've been trying out, just Corsair had the highest of the hertz, excluding the Razor's excluding this here 8,000 hertz, of which 8,000 hertz is insanely fast. I will admit, but basically what the 8,000 hertz is basically doing is just making sure that your mouse ain't gonna miss a beat. But I mean, I remember watching Linus debunk it, because like this whole shabonkle with the laser thing. Whoops. Nice, nice. Actually, when I was looking at mice, I was wondering whether or not I should use Logitech or if I should continue using Steel Series or whatever it is. Because where I was going, there was like a few options. Because my dad's webcam is actually Logitech, and I got SteelSeries, of which SteelSeries has a lot of things going for it. This is like my keyboard, but this one little screen right here is basically what's selling it for me. Their whole control center, the whole control thing. That's what sold it to me. Shut up, soundboard. So what has been happening, in my opinion, is that Razor's overpriced and it's useless. Almost what's seemingly like Apple. However, Apple, on the other hand, is like, it's a direct competitor with Google's Android, of which a lot of other people have jumped on that wagon. Of which I believe Google should actually be hit with a strike on that. But let's get into that also later. I mean, with peripherals and everything, with people and everything, we call mice a peripheral because they're on our side. We're basically using them to interact. Headphones, keyboards, mice, they're all basically peripherals. And what's going on is supposedly Razer is stating that with their optical thing, they are more than capable of making lightning fast clicks. But looking at this here, it be more intelligent in this world. Wait, who are you talking about? I mean, yeah, I would admit that we would need more intelligence. Actually, switching topics from this here, like, have you noticed how dumber a lot of people seem to be? Like, I remember in my fast food, like when I was still working at fast food, I still am, by the way. I remember seeing and hearing a few people who had no idea how many pieces of chicken a piece of chicken has, of which, in a way, I'm like 8 pieces of chicken because I have to say that because it's part of my job. But if it was up to me, I'd tell them to get the hell out. They can go ahead and starve. They should start going back to high school, if not middle school, if not elementary school. But I believe the main reason of why we have such degraded intelligence is because of the fact that our school system is becoming too forgiving. We should be teaching our kids how to have grit. And grit isn't something that cannot be taught. It's only through experience that we're actually able to be teaching our children how to get through hardships. And by the time they go through hardships, they give up. By giving up, they're not learning. They will not learn. And that's the biggest problem in this world.
People are not learning, and people are too easy to quit. Two huge problems. Um, because I remember going to high school like a few times, and we have this thing. We have this thing called, yep, quite a few trolls. But we have this thing called IB. What was IB again? International something. I cannot remember what IB meant. International Baccalaureate. Geneva, Switzerland. Anyways, IB, in my opinion, is pointless. Because apparently my school qualified as a IB school, and it was serving its first IB classes in my senior year. I couldn't take them. I actually didn't really take them. I could have, but I decided not to. And the main reason is that we're not learning via, you must learn this, you must learn that. It's like you feel like getting whipped by your teachers because of the fact that you are literally not learning what they want you to learn, of which is like math, English, history, whatchamacallit. What happened to the practical classes? Oh. Oh, we're a school. We're not supposed to teach you that. We're supposed to prepare you for college. Which college in its own right is a scam. I'll explain that later. Anyways, my school got IB, of which I remember it having like this year. Yeah, if they try to go into the chat, I will instantly recognize them. I will degrade them. I will kick them. I will ban them. I will give them the shoe. I will give them the boot. I will. What? What happened? But yeah, I'll explain why college is a giant scam in a moment. I'll first go into why IB is stupid. So yeah, my school was like this like the hallways and everything. Like yada yada yada. Now I think about it, my school kind of looks like a prison now. Not gonna lie. So yeah, these will be like the classes and everything with the hallways. This it was mainly math, I remember. This was also math. This was mainly a special area. This year was science, I think. No, I remember in that one, in this one, there was actually a wood shop. But they turned that down for some reason. And then there was like a place here that was mainly for science. So I remember there was like a biology lab, a chemistry lab, some cooking, some yearbook, some leadership, of which actually is a joke. Leadership is not leadership. But I want you guys to look at this. Oh, and there's also English. Well, let's say it was also math and English or whatever it is. This one's a sort of mix of math, English, and I remember there being a French class. But out of that there, what do you see in common? What do you see that this year could use? Like, I want you guys to just say it. Like, what exactly do you think this school could use that could better benefit our society? Because, like, I actually wonder what you guys are really going to be mentioning. Oh, and this is like a gym. Well, sort of like this. Yeah, school food. Actually, school food wasn't that bad from my memory. You just had to pay for it. So, I mean, why do you have to pay for school food? Why? Like, school food. Why is it bad? Why do you have to pay for it? Why? Like, we're living in a governmentally funded school. They can't afford us. They can't afford us to have some food. Like, you pay us or you starve. You pay us or get the F out. College is the same thing too, in my opinion. Except so many things that are going wrong. Anything else? Anything else? I think I should make a video on this. Just how dumb society is. How we are so screwed. Well, anyway, I mean, I'm just hoping people will be like, seeing this thing here and just seeing something in common, you know, and then and then probably just say what's going on, like what is wrong with this picture, what do they see a lot of, and what do they see not a lot of. Because I kind of want people to figure it out, you know, like I don't. Is Dad on this stream? Did Dad join the stream? I think it's funny how they want to make it to where that girls can play on a football team with guys. Anyways, the heck with it. I'm done. I'm like not gonna really waste any more people's time. I see a lot of math. I see a lot of English. I see a lot of science, but I don't see a lot of things that people could use. Now, albeit we did have a program available to us called SVCTE, I attended it for law enforcement. I didn't really use it, but it gave me exposure to some other things. Yeah, there's also not a lot of physical stuff. Well, we also had other physical activities. We had football teams, we had baseball teams, we had soccer teams, the whole shebang. We also had some PE. We also had ROTC, of which I actually went, of which I've actually been a part of for over 3 years. Well, just 3 years. But yeah, you don't see a lot of classes though on this school that can benefit you. I mean, cooking will benefit you, but that's it. Nothing about home repair. Nothing about home repair, nothing about wood shop, nothing about figuring out how to think for yourself. You're just being told to think about this, think about that, think about this, think about that, think about this, think about that. I mean, I heard a lot of things called, monkey see, monkey do. Which branch, Livewire? Which branch were you? Ah! Nice. But no, I was in the Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. I graduated as a gunnery sergeant. No, it's not that they don't have the funding for it, Dad. I completely disagree on that. I mean, IB on its own right should be very expensive, and it takes a lot of knowledge to go on to it. I mean, albeit it could be like that. It could be like that. But then again, though, something isn't. I mean, I'm just scratching my own head. And yeah, it could be a funding issue, but also, why are they saying that? Why are these people stating, Democrats, saying that they value education so much, but yet they completely downgrade our education system by just completely underfunding us? Of which I'll get on to now why college is a scam. And I actually mentioned this to a few of my coworkers of why college is a scam. I remember looking this up too a couple years ago. It might have went up because of inflation. Like, still, do you guys know how much? Like, do you guys know how much it costs to go into college? Oh my God, Dad! What are you doing? That was random. Anyways, how much it costed people, how much it probably cost people to go for a 2-year in community college, if I could recall right, is around this number. $11,800. You wanna know how much I make in a year? That's not a lot. The way high school is a joke, man. High school is a joke. But how can you pay for this, you ever ask? Well, bank loans. There's also FA, FAFSA, of which bank loans is obvious. FAFSA is a government thing, of which gives you loans, of which is being taken out of by our tax-paying money. In my honest opinion, I never really liked school either. I only started liking it in the 7th or 8th and 9th grade until I started realizing what I've been learning has been completely pointless. There is no way we're actually going to use these things that we are going to be taught. Just about no way. So why are we being taught this? And it's simple, really. It's that, in my opinion, how I see it, the Democrats, the bad Democrats, not the good Democrats. There are two different kinds. But the bad Democrats want us to just learn a whole bunch of nonsense and just think of with our emotions, of which that's a terrible idea. That there is a terrible idea, especially for today's generation. Anyways, FAFSA is being paid with our tax dollars. Of which, you all know why this is that much? You all know why this is that much? It's because of these that eliminate the necessity to get into college to a good well-paying, stable job. That is what everyone basically wants. A good, well-paying, stable job. So, what's the deal? Why am I complaining about it being this expensive? Why am I stating that college is a scam, with this much? Oh, well, if I get this here, I should be able to pay this here off. Dip, man. As history comes to show, it's going to be easier to take a government than it is to run a government. Actually, okay. Well, according to a video game character, according to history, it's easier to take the government than it is to run a government. Of which, if you guys don't know what a loan is basically you taking an amount of money and you pay it off. Yes, that's so true, Livewire. There will always be a demand for technology and science and computers. There will always be a demand for that. But what if I told you that this let's just take this much off. Oh, it's about half. Now it's a quarter. Actually, it's hard for me to make it into a third. But supposedly, there's only a third of people who actually do get into a college education at this. I mean, it's depressing just to see that a whole bunch of people who want this only have a 0.33333 continuing chance of even getting a chance to get into this. And so why? Why is this? So why is this not worth it? Well, I recall hearing from an employer that he would rather not employ people who went to college because they want to follow, because they want people to think realistically. That people would be chasing a dream. And it's true. Not only that, college education will kind of need you to, have a bigger salary. If you can't think realistically and you're always chasing a dream and you're always thinking about getting a bigger salary, you're screwed. You are screwed. And not only that, this $1,800. I heard from a mob boss in YouTube. He's like making a YouTube and everything. He said something interesting. He said it's not the loan that'll kill you. So this won't kill you. It's the interest that'll kill you. The interest will kill you. And it's true. The problem with interest is that it accumulates. And so supposedly you don't have to pay the interest. You don't have to pay the entire tuition until the end of your 2 years. Mind you, that number is just the cost, just to go into college. Then the interest will accumulate and accumulate and accumulate. This is bank loans, by the way. And accumulate and accumulate and accumulate and accumulate to the point where you have, drum roll please, about $432,000 in debt. Womp, womp, womp. Oh my god. Shut up. Freaking soundboard. I was like trying to make a soundboard, and I was trying to make a sound that has Donald Trump saying, "I don't give a damn." And as soon as I was saying, the debt, and then womp, womp, womp. Yes. Yes. By how much you could be making without college, you could end up using that money to buy yourself some land, restaurant, or a home that you don't have to pay. But yet, but yet you get overwhelming interest. You're not guaranteed to have that good, well-paying, stable job that you're going to have for those until the end of days. Not only that, but colleges are probably going to be teaching you the exact same things that school will teach you, of which won't be helpful. I wish I could file for bankruptcy with that. But if you did that, then basically you'd be getting free money and a free education. It's sad, really. It's sad to see so many young people being deceived into thinking that if they go into college, they think that will constantly scam them, and the government is in it, and the banks are in it, and the schools are in it. You're basically going to be screwing yourself time and time and time and time and time again. So, how about a hashtag? Hashtag stop college rain. Hey, Trump was supposedly doing a lot of good things for our country. Trump has been doing Trump has been doing a lot of good things for this country. He's a businessman. He knows at the most case how to run things. He's running a multi-billion dollar business, and essentially having that man on as president, I don't know. He might be corrupt, but by those 4 years and seeing how Biden has been handling things, prices have gone up. Prices have gone up. We are facing quite a lot of reduced enjoyment. Our taxes are probably going to go on the rise. He does. He has a business perspective, Livewire. Now, if anything, we're going to be spending money instead of making money. That's a problem. It's getting to the point that we are getting ourselves screwed. Honestly, I don't doubt that your great grandfather's school books, you know, like, I find it funny seeing that we are supposedly in the best generation, But yet, our biggest issues are education. We're not getting enough education. Yeah, where should we turn? We're not being told where to turn. Not only that, we're getting a lot of weak parents. We got so many parents who can't be a parent. They'd much rather party and everything. And my biggest opinion on that is not it's not, oh, let's just trash him and whatever. I, no, my opinion on education, of which, yes, it is the most important, but however, it depends on what kind of education we're talking about. If we're talking about random bullshit, then that education is not important. It's We have to have the vital education first: mathematics, English, uh, freaking mathematics, English, some science, some physical education. Not only that, a few political issues have been going on that is also degrading our way of is degrading our peace of mind. I'm not gonna say a few of them because I don't want to get my dad demonetized before he even got the chance to. And this whole Asian hate thing that's been going on, like, I haven't personally seen it. I've seen some videos of it, but I haven't actually seen it. So out here in my area, I haven't really been seeing too much of it. But I'm not willing to say that it doesn't exist. Just my biggest issue is not in how people are being taught. Well, actually, yeah, it's how people are being taught, but it's also how people are, what people are being taught. I remember hearing a lot of, capitalism bad, socialism good. But the reality is that's the opposite. Capitalism provide. I mean, yeah, I don't know what that deal is. I mean, if you have a direct comparison with a democratic society versus a more governmentally controlled society, you have North Korea and South Korea. North Korea is a lot less technologically developed, has is much worse. Um, just everything in life is completely governmentally corrupt. Not only that, I hear a lot of things about capitalism versus socialism, but you can't compare capitalism with the socialism. You know, like, you can't do that because capitalism is a form of the economy. Capitalism is an economy, while socialism is a form of how governments run things. Hence here, but they're using same things however used for centuries, which mostly hire your family, and at the end of the day, all you got is family too. That is very true. There's a lot of family run things. And if you don't have connections, you're basically screwing yourself. Because I find it even funnier knowing that It's not just your know-how and it's not just know-how that's going to get places. It's also who you know. There's actually a saying: it's not what you know, it's who you know. Who's going to get you in that position? Who's going to get you in that great position? Who's going to help you in that position? It's oh, that's nice. But yeah, it's it's just infuriating to kind of see how this how life is going to be perceived as now. It's just annoying to see how many people are trying to survive with a very minimal amount of knowledge in today's day and age. Actually, with social things going on, it's actually getting worse. Look at politics, for example. I'm not sure whether or not my dad will completely get demonetized or completely get unrecommended because of what he talks about and stuff. Um, but well, ignorance is taught to people. Actually, it's not that people choose to be ignorant. It's because ignorance is the only thing they were taught. But yes, ignorance is a big contributor, of which basically meaning that they're just saying, I'm right, you're wrong. If you're saying anything that I don't agree with, it's wrong too. Like, come on. We all know you're wrong. We all know that I'm right. So why don't you admit? And it's belligerent, is what it is. It's completely belligerent, and this is not how a society was originally meant to be formed. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. It's supposed to be about. Well, the confusion is coming from. I don't know. It almost is like people are not actually doing things. I remember actually talking to someone like that. I mean, yeah, people are confused. People are ignorant. Also, people are ill educated. People are mentally ill. By mentally ill, I mean they are in no mental condition to be able to function properly within a society. And by properly, I mean within a safe manner for people. It's it's getting there. It's getting to the point to where hmm, it's getting to where we are literally going to have the world's worst issue when it comes to social economic status. Well, not social economic, but also, general social status. We should be teaching our children more. We should teach them how to be accepting of other people's opinions. We should be teaching people. We should all be glad that our parents. Well, I mean, I would rather be raised on way back then because you're actually taught on how to how to provide for yourself. And back then, relationships still held meaning, and I'm talking about mainly romantic ones. All right. Well, I think some people may be a little bored, and it's a 9/11, and we have been running this stream for about 1 hour and 47 minutes, so vicious. So yeah, I'm going to pretty much be cutting the wire here. I hope you guys enjoyed the rant ish, and I'll probably make some videos on it, giving you a deeper explanation. Hey, if you say you are going to stop learning eventually, stop. You need to keep learning things. You need to be learning things every day. Anyways, yeah, I'm pretty much ending the stream here. So yeah, take it easy.